welcome to Keeping It Candid. I'm your host, Priscilla. Our topic for today is depression. Is depression a taboo in an African household or in our Black communities? Our guest for today is Baraka Ntibinera. Baraka is a Liberty University alumni with a BA in marketing and a master's in business and administration. Welcome, Baraka Ntibinera.
First of all, thank you so much, Priscilla, for having me. And I'm just so excited to be here, and I'm excited to be able to tackle this topic of depression together as we are helping our viewers go through these tough times.
Yes, for sure. And we're just going to get right to it, guys. So according to the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, depression is a common mental disorder affecting more than 264 million people worldwide. It is characterized by persistent sadness and a lack of interest or pleasure in previous rewarding or enjoyable activities. The reason why we chose depression is because we feel like it's a topic that is not addressed in our African household homes, and it's something that we need to deal with, not only in our African homes, in our Black communities, or even just worldwide. It's a topic that needs to be addressed. Now, Baraka, what are your views on depression, and why is it that it is seen as a taboo in our African homes?
I mean, first of all, I think it's better for us to give people a statistical argument on how this depression is big in the United States and around the world. You know, according to CDC, there's 1.9 million children aged 3 to 17 who have been diagnosed with depression.
Yes.
That one was a research that was conducted in the year 2018. And so it has been estimated that 16.2 million adults in the United States, or 6.7% Americans adults, had at least one major depressive disorder. Mm-hmm. So these are a really big deal in the United States and around the world. And I mean, talking about in African household, I think our parents, they don't take these things seriously. And I encourage African parents to start listening to their kids, mm-hmm. and be able to take this topic of depression seriously, because this thing may lead to suicidal thoughts, mm-hmm. and their kids may end up dying because of this. So sometimes we go to our parents and we explaining to them how we are feeling, and they take it for a joke, or they say it's a witchcraft, mm-hmm. or they need to pray for you, but this is a serious thing, and they need to understand it and be there for us.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. Just piggybacking on what you said, it is something that is in denial in our African homes, and parents really need to pay attention to their kids. I'm gonna go straight forward and reading to you guys the comments that people posted when I asked why is it a taboo, or why people think that it's something that is not talked about in African household. Now, someone said that there's a generalization that depression is just associated with white people, that the white race is the only one that is affected by depression, and it's a generalization that we really have to address and stop that. This is a person that, what catches me over here on this comment is someone say, yes, it is perceived in most households as a spiritual phenomena, and they sure won't let you talk about it. So they consider it as a demon or a spiritual thing, or like it's like a demonic thing in their household, and really this is something that needs to be addressed. Baraka, what do you think about that comment?
Yes, first of all, this is not a demonic thing, and they need to take it seriously first. And it's not just for white people, it's for everybody. It's for black, white, Indians, Chinese, everybody, all of them, they deal with depression. Mm-hmm. So they need to take it very seriously.
Yes, no, they really do, and it's not depression is not a one race thing. One of the comments did say that depression doesn't really exist in African household. They think you're just possessed, or you have bad friends that have influenced you. As you can see, this is a continuation of just thinking that, oh, this is associated with something else, or no, snap out of it, by tomorrow you will feel better. But that's not the situation. This is something that is happening. People are dying from it, and as you can see, our parents they're basically not seeing it as important, but I do feel like we have to prioritize the topic.
Yes, it's always good to have that a really strong support system, and our parents plays a crucial part in our lives. You know, they are the one who gave birth to us, and they need to be there for us, and we will trust our parents more than anybody else. So whenever we come to them and explain to them what they're feeling, they need to be there for us, sympathize with us, and ask us what we need. Be there for us, because it's gonna make a difference in our lives. You know, sometimes as young people, we go through a lot of things. We go through hard times.
Yes.
We go to, especially now. So this is the time that we need our friends, we need our parents. And also, if you have a friend, you never know what they're going through. Don't wait until they die or they commit suicide so you can reach out to them and start saying good words, start writing paragraphs about them. You know, reach out to them now, right now. Call them. You know, as a matter of fact, if you are home and you have a phone, please go to your contacts and call your friends. Start calling them one by one. Ask them what they need. Ask them what you can do for them. You know, be there for them. This is gonna help, and it's gonna make a difference in their lives.
Yes, that's a very good point, guys. If you have friends and you know you have not spoken to them in months, maybe it's time that you take that phone call and call them. There's a point that you said, that being able to trust your parents. There's a comment on Instagram that stated that they don't address the topic because you will get, your depression will be slacked out of you. So this shows how African communities do not take depression seriously, which is another thing why we have to keep imposing this thing and talking about it. Be forced to talk about the situation and be forced to address what is going on. Just like Baraka said, how do we improve this? How do we make this something that we'll be able to talk about and address this, so we don't have people dying from depression or people not reaching out to people at the right time?
I mean, the best way to do it and to keep people from dying or commit suicide or having bad thoughts and struggling with depression, first of all, the first thing you gotta do is build the support network. A support network is very, very important. Because if you have a therapist, if you have a counselor, if you experience something, please seek your counselor, seek your therapist. If you're a Christian, go talk to your pastors, go talk to your Christian mentors. You know, tell them how you're feeling. Don't be shy. You know, if you stay at home just shy, struggling by yourself, nobody will know what you're going through. You know, the next thing is reach out and stay connected. You know, find out what's going on. Get yourself involved in sports. You know, participate in things. If you have a passion for music, keep singing, play guitar. You know, do different things. Play sports. This will help you fight this depression thing.
Yes, I definitely do think that you need to stay active in your spirituality, especially if you are a believer. This is not immune to you, so make sure you communicate with your leaders, you communicate with your youth pastors or anything like that, your friends. And also, I feel like because I'm a believer, this is something that when I'm in a situation like this, I would literally go into prayer, listen to worship songs, really focus on God and tell Him how you feel. And literally, that's where you find that joy. If you're stressed and you move closer to God and you pray, you listen to worship songs, this is what transforms you. This is what goes in, and literally when you come out, because you never come out the same anytime you're coming to God, you come out different. So He heals those wounds, and He really heals that anger that you have, or that, not anger, but the depression, the anxiety that you have. So definitely, if you're a believer, you have to know where your main source is.
Yeah, okay. And the next thing also, you have to look for support from people who make you feel safe, or people who care for you. You know, these people, they don't have to fix you or fix your life. Just, you know, people who will care for you, and they will tell you the truth, not fake people. They will give you good advice that will change your life. You know, look for those people. Seek external support.
I do agree, and also I will also add to that how to help this situation is that your family is very important. Your family is your support system, and you have to feel like you're able to communicate with them. Just like us, we have a lot of siblings, so you know if something is up, we'll catch it quickly. But some people, there's only 2 people in the house, so you have to really increase your communication. Make sure you're enhancing that. You have to be able to talk, be able to ask your sibling, hey, what's up, are you okay, do you want to, let's go and like take a walk, let's do this. So you want to strengthen your communication with your family members, just because they should be your support system. Before even your friend knows, your family should know exactly what is going on in your life, and if you're happy.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying this because our family we are perfect, because even in our family we have 9 kids. And all of us, we have different feelings, we have different minds, we don't think the same.
Yes.
But the best thing that we do, us as a family, we have people, we talk a lot, you know, we talk to each other. Whenever we see one of our brother or sisters quiet, we always go to them and start interfering in their lives, start telling them, start say, one of our quotes that we always use in our family is stress will kill. We always joke like that. Once we say something like stress will kill you, or stress will demolish you, they already know, these guys, they're trying to help me. So it's like a family code that we use.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely do think that stress would demolish you thing is real, because we use it a lot in our family, and once we use it, you already know that it's something that should be
I remember in college when we were in Liberty University, me, Emmanuel and John, we used to have a chair that we named it a stress chair.
Really?
So whenever we found one of our brothers or John or Emmanuel laying on that chair, I will know this guy is going through a hard time. So that chair, we put that chair there so that whenever someone has stress, he can go and lay down there so that we can attend his needs.
Their needs. That's I didn't even know the chair there was for stress chair. Guys, this is something that we really have to address, and it's very important. Please be kind to your neighbors. Please call them, call your friends and tell them how are they doing. Can you guys hang out? Make sure you call your friends and really be a better friend, because you don't want it to be too late when you're posting things about them when they're no longer there anymore. And that will really solve this situation. And pray for them. Make sure you pray for your friends. If you're a believer, prayer is the key. Prayer always works. So pray for that.
Pray.
And
read your Bible. Read your Bible. You know, everything that you need, it's in the Bible. If you need help with anxiety, need help with being successful, the Bible is the best thing to refer to. So please, guys, read your Bible.
Yeah, for sure. And guys, I think that will be, and there you have it, guys. That's the topic on depression in an African household, or just depression in general. And Baraka, do you have any last comments as we wrap up?
I think that's it. We already talked about everything. So the next thing now is for you to go and reach out to people. Call your friends. Find out what they're doing. And if you're going through a hard time, please, you can reach out to maybe Priscilla or me, or just don't, or even your parents. Don't be shy. Stay by yourself. If you're going through a hard time, reach out to people. It is gonna make a difference.
Yes, for sure. Thank you everyone for watching, and we want to thank Baraka and Tibidera for being here. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you next week on Keeping It Candid.